Hi everyone, welcome back to Stationeers. We're on planet Venus and this is episode 48. And right now we've got a storm raging. You can see the red light is on. And yeah, that's filling up these tanks here. The 420 tank is now sitting at 420, which is good. The rest of our temperatures are really bad. Now we've got a number of problems that we need to deal with. Now that we've got the Lowry system and all the centrifuges, we're going to produce hydrogen at a ridiculous rate, and we're going to exceed our capacity of our tank. So that's problem number one. What we need to do is we need to um, increase our capacity to hold hydrogen. So I'm going to paint this tank red, and we're going to put a large tank down, probably out here somewhere. We'll just stick it out the back here, I think. We're going to need a pipe for that, and we're going to need to do this. Now, problem number two is we're going to, oh, hang on. I'll get to problem number two in a second. Let's just, I want to, it's not letting me, but I want to, yeah, there we go. I want to stick that out there like that, and I'll make that connection at the very end because it'll turn off my air conditioner, and I've got to turn that air conditioner back on again. Okay, so that's problem number one. Problem number two is all the charcoal that we're producing. And, oh, storm stopped now. That's good. We're producing a lot of charcoal. I need to get a degassing furnace up and running. And, oh, you see, I've got to get a stacker on that as well, so it stacks into 200s. But we need to get a degassing furnace up and running so we can degas this stuff. And we need some sort of storage solution, like a silo, to store it in. And we want to run it into solid generators. So we've got one solid generator. I want to put a second one here. What I might do is actually start burning the stuff we have. We did get a boost of our power just then, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this one 50%, and we're going to make this one 60%. And yeah, so we're just going to burn the stuff that we have right now. We need to get our power up anyway. We're going to be adding to our system. So now when I change this, that should turn this thing on. It's not turning on. Why isn't it turning on? Logic writer is 0 for some reason. This gate's giving me a 0. What's this? The battery less than 15 and generator on or off. Or. Oh, this or is supposed to go in there, not the and. I set this up wrong. So, yeah, this or, yeah. I see what's going on here. Let's go logic gate or. There we go. Now we'll turn this on, and boom, our solid generator is now working. Yeah, because, yeah, with the, yeah, so basically if the logic compare, okay, I've got to change the name so it makes more sense. Let's make this 50%, 0.5. Let's make this 0.6. Okay, and now it should make more sense when we look at it. Yeah, so this is battery less than 60% and the generator's on or off. Okay, and then we want to OR that one with the other one. So if it's less than 50%, it turns on, or if the if it's less than 60% and the generator's on. So when both of those, when either one of those conditions is true, that's when I want this to be on. So that's supposed to be the OR. Okay, we're now running the solid generator, and we should be generating power from our solid generator. I don't need this turned on. Okay, we're at 37%. That storm did fantastic for our power. But yeah, okay, so that's problem number two. So we got to set up a furnace, a degassing furnace, and a storage system, and we have to run it into our solid generators. We need to put a second solid generator there, rip up that logic, and put that logic in another place. Okay, problem number three, our cooling system. This is starting to work its way down, but it's a problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap all these off and let our cooling system sort itself out. If I'm going to have a degassing furnace on all this, then we're going to be getting extra gas coming in. So I don't think I want this to be 45,000. I want to put it back to 40,000. I think we're not going to collect storm gas for a while. because we need to get this cooling system doing what we want it to do. Okay, we want this to be 40,000, 40 megapascals. And there we go. So next storm, it'll take it up to 40,000, but no more than that. Okay, what is it at the moment? It's at, oh, it's over 40 megapascals. Okay, so future storms aren't going to add to it. We will turn these back on again. Now, another problem we have is our water cooling tank is too hot. What I'm going to do, though, is I don't want to, I want to change this thing. I've got it set for 500, which is 223 degrees. I'm going to drop it dramatically. If it's 200 degrees, that's 473. So let's make it 180. So 453. Actually, we'll make it 450. Okay, that way our cooling system won't turn on. Because what I'm going to do is I don't want this, the next time that digital valve turns on, I don't want this temperature getting hit. I want all my temperatures to sort themselves out. So we're going to send gas from here into there, into our water cooling tank. And we want to do that via one-way valve. Now, I don't actually use this valve. I've got this pretty much turned off all the time at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll find a way to combine this one here with this one here. And I don't know, we'll just we'll chuck that there, and we'll chuck the valve down as well. And we want to make that a one-way valve, and we want to, yeah, no, there we go. We want it like that, I think. Yeah. And we're going to one-way valve this gas into our cooling tank. And we want to cool that tank down quite dramatically. So let's make this a thing. Are we going to have a pollutant problem? Are the pollutants going to get too cold? I don't know, because they might expand. We might have to do something about that. Let's T-junction this, and let's see if we can get it on the right spot. Okay. Well, let's just tap this on really quickly and see what that does. 268. I don't want it to drop below 150. 248. Okay, we can watch it for a little while. And how this is going to help is that this tank here is now lower pressure than this tank here, which means when that digital valve turns on, it won't be sending hot gas into there anymore. 218, 27.2, 20. Okay, they're fine now. So what we've just done is we've just cooled down our water cooling tank. Now that's going to actually heat up again because it's connected via heat exchanger with this one, but that's okay. They will equal out. And by doing this, we've lowered the pressure in here dramatically, but we should hopefully be able to settle these temperatures down. Hopefully this drops down to 40 and it starts flooding gas into our CO2 system. And we'll get this thing hopefully down to 70 where it's supposed to be. We could send a little bit more gas into here. Just a little bit. We don't want it to be more than that. Yeah, we want it to be below 30 megapascals. So that's kind of the best we can do. Okay, so this one's at 33. When the temperature drops below 40 and the conditions are right, that'll send CO2 into our CO2 tank, and we'll let this one settle down. And then once it's settled down, we can start thinking about sending more gas across from tank to tank to tank. This is our 420, it's 427. We need all these tanks to fix themselves. Okay, now one thing I did between episodes is I did something I haven't done in a long time. I went mining. And I've just shoved a bunch of stuff in the arc furnace. We can keep doing that, actually. Oh, the storm bug has hit, and that got damaged, unfortunately. I wonder what else around my base got damaged. Oh, that's all I can do. But yeah, we need a ton of silicon. I've got an enormous amount of silicon in there right now, which is what I want. Okay, what have we got in there? Steel and silicon. Well, we need a ton of walls and a ton of plastic. So I think we'll just do this. Although I do want, we'll break this one here. I do want more pipes. So let's get another 20 pipes. Okay, and blah, blah. And we'll grab this silicon here. Oh, there's already silicon in there. Okay, cool. And pipes. Thank you very much. And okay, this thing here is going on here. How's our hydrogen looking? It's fine at the moment. I'm not in a huge rush to get that done. Yeah, but what we're going to want to do is we want to put this up, but we're going to need a memory. We don't have a memory. We've got two processors. These two IOs are going to be used to set up our nitrogen. But yeah, we really want to rip this thing up. This thing is producing power for us because we've got the solar generator running. So, and we're using up some of that charcoal in that chute. We actually want to use up all that charcoal in that chute because we have to redo the whole charcoal chute system. So we'll just let that run. But what we're going to do is we're going to rip this one up, and this is going to become, I'm going to put it up here, I think. One there and one there. And this is going to basically tell us what's going on with our large pollutants tank. So a couple of gas displays. We're going to need 4 bits of glass for this. And this one here is going to go here as our new power display. But we're going to have to name it. Power. Okay. And did I name this one here? No, I didn't. This one's nitrogen. Cool. And I'm going to need a memory to make this work. So the whole point of the memory is I want to set that that display to show a percentage. So I just need to make it mode 1. Okay, so let's get this done. Cool. Okay, so we've sorted out our settings for our cooling system. That can go ahead and fix itself, hopefully. We won't be getting any new gas from storms for a while. Now, there we go. We've got this thing flashing away. So this is our power. And there should be a batch reader for the power. There it is. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to stick this memory in there. We'll just shove it up here for now. It's fine. And we're going to rip it up straight away afterwards. We don't even have to name it. Let's just change it to setting 1. There we go. And what we want to do is find that logic memory, wherever it is. Logic memory. Oh, oops, just logic memory. That's it. No name on it. The output's going to be the LED power. There it is. And the variable is going to be mode. And then there we go. It's now mode 1. And that's all we needed to do. We can rip this up now. Don't need that memory there anymore. Put that with the others. We're currently making walls. We're going to make 4 bits of glass. And we have to make a ton of plastic as well. And let's fix up this cable that we just plonked down. There we go. And now we just reset this writer. Okay, we want to find the batch reader. There we go. And power. And we don't want mode, we want setting. And there we go. And when we turn this on, we should have power back up and displayed again. There we go. 45% power and rising. That solar generator is doing a great job of boosting our power up. That's great. We've got 30 walls here. I want these walls because I would every episode, hang on, there's some chutes here. Every episode I would like to work a little bit on this box thing under here. Now I want to paint this thing red. So yeah, we'll do it in our airlock so the pollutants get sucked out straight away. Okay, cool. Okay, we've got a red tank now. We'll leave that there because we're going to be placing that down. Basically, oh, we got more hydrogen on the way. Cool. We're going to be placing that down out there somewhere. And we have to run that cable out there as well. We should see if we can figure out exactly how that cable is going to go. Yeah, so that's just that's just the greenhouse line cable. Yeah, we have to. It connects in that corner there. I just got to remember it connects in the corner. We're going to run a cable out there like that. We don't need to do that right now. Okay, are those 20 pipes done yet? Yeah, they are. Cool. We've got some more pipes to play with. And we got those as well. And what is that? Oh, 1 insulated pipe. And oh, we got 50 steel. Oh, I think we already had steel in there. Oh, luckily I only had 21 silicon. Okay, let's turn this off. We're at 32% health now. These walls are done. Okay, cool. And we want plastic, but we want those 4 bits of glass first. So we'll get 4 bits. So 89, 87, 85, 83 is what we want it to be. Okay, and that should be it. Cool. Chuck that one there. Chuck that one there. This one here. And that one there. And we need a platform to stand on. Oh, let's just leave this here. Let's turn that off. We'll just get a couple of walls as a platform. And there we go. And I don't know, we'll get up there and we'll connect everything. So let's have a look. This thing here, I can chuck a cable through there, can't I? Yeah, because it's a curved chute, it's fine. And we can chuck that there, chuck that there.
Health critical.
Let's take that out of our hand so that we don't accidentally splice into something that we don't want to splice into. It looks like it's fine. Okay, and curve around and connect those up to there. Okay, cool. And data disk. Data disk. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be making plastic right now. We want, yeah, make 166 plastic. Yoink. Okay, chuck that there. Temperature on the left. Okay, we need to find the nitrogen tank. And I don't know where it's going to be. I think I went in the wrong direction. Yeah, I went in the wrong direction. Okay, let's get back up here. Let's go up. Nitrogen, N2. Come on. Small tank nitrogen. Where are you? Well, there's the big tank pollutants. Where was that located? Around about there. Okay, that's easy enough to find. There it is. Small tank nitrogen, and we want it to be temperature. Yoink. There we go. There's the temperature of our nitrogen. Now we'll do the pressure of our nitrogen. Yeah, and we want to be up here somewhere. It was higher, wasn't it? It was higher. There it is. Nitrogen, and there's the pressure of our nitrogen. Okay, that's good. Now, where was this thing? It was somewhere around here. We want there it is, tank big pollutants. We want temperature. Well, that's the temperature of our pollutants. And now lastly, we want to do the pressure of our pollutants. No, it was below that. It was below it. Come on, where are you? There it is. Boom. There we go, and we've got that as well. And the only thing we haven't set is this display here, which is just a little bit of logic. Get a couple of those things. And there we go. And we can actually go and complete this wall now, which is nice to do. There we go. And I do want to chuck a monitor right there, and I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to go there, but we'll wait on that. And yeah, we just need to set that thing. We're at 9% health though, so we really don't have the health to do this. Put this away. I don't know. We can get some of it done if we use our jumping puzzle rather than the elevator. It's a bit jumping puzzle. We want to we want to basically just do exactly what we did with all of these. It's the same thing pretty much. I'm going to need more cables. We're at 6% health. I need to go eat and drink. 5%. I'm trying to get this done before I need to go and eat and drink. It doesn't look like I'm going to make it. I'm going to try though. And what we want this to be is N2, M2, no, N2, amount, N2, amount, and we'll do the rest of this after we've satiated ourselves. Everything's fine. Let's go. Get in here and take our suit off. Okay. And there's some food and there's some water. 34%. We can get all the way up to like 75-ish. Should be fine. Last us a long time. There we go. And we should grab our oxygen tank while we're here. Should we fill up this one as well? I think maybe we should. We can. Okay, is there anything here that we care about? Yeah, we care about this. It's, And we'll chuck this down here with the other seeds. These things are done as well, are they? A couple of them have seeded, some of them haven't. Let's just check to make sure our Larry is still working. Yeah, it's still doing its thing. Fantastic. Some of these may have seeded. It'd be beneficial for my Larry to get the seeds out of here so he doesn't have to take entire long trips all the way back just for a single seed. And there we go. And we'll just chuck those in there. They can become hydrogen. And okay, yeah, we got the seeds. That's good. I mean, we could help the Larry out a little bit by harvesting a bunch of these. But I don't really want to be hanging around in here much longer. Oh, that one hadn't seeded yet. It's okay. See, this is a lot much quicker than the Larry. But okay, there we go. Tons more hydrogen. Larry, you just keep doing your thing. And okay, let's head back up. And these have started seeding. I mean, we don't need the seeds. It doesn't matter if we just harvest all of them. Let's just get rid of them all. They're only growing moderately well. So that's something we need to check, is get the plant analyzer on these things and see if our change the lighting has made it better or made it worse. So we'll do that right now while we're in here. Make use of our time in the greenhouse, get some stuff done. We helped our Larry out a bit. We harvested a few plants. Okay, and what we want to do is replace that with a tracker and chuck this on here. Okay, the growth efficiency is now... Oh, it's light deficient. Wow. I increased it. I actually increased its efficiency, and it's still light deficient. So that's the problem. It's just not getting enough light. The lights have just come on now, though, so maybe it's just said light deficient because it has been without light for a very long time. But hopefully, yeah. So light efficiency is the problem, and now we're getting light on these things. Hopefully, it fixes it. They do seem to be better than what they were, though. So I think that little change I made is actually going to get our plants back to thriving again. It's just going to take time. Those permanent plants are the ones that were a problem. Okay, let's get our oxygen tank. We got a lot to do. And let's just get a bit more food in us before we leave. Fantastic. And put that on. Put this on.
Health low.
Health is fine. I got worried then. Heard a warning. I thought, just as I was shutting the door, I thought, oh no, what have I done? But no, just coincidence. Okay, we've emptied the waste tank. We've ate and drank. Okay, the thing we were working on. Oh, there's more plastic here. Fantastic. And oh, these flat walls. Now, if we're going to be digging up underneath here, we want to make sure that, okay, we want to make sure that we don't dig up into our base. Let's open this up and do this. And probably, yeah, around here, we're going to be digging up these as well. And so what we want to do is we want to basically floor all these so that we don't get gas into our wider base area. There we go. And I mean, we can do these as well, actually. It wouldn't hurt. Just got to make sure we don't accidentally turn our logic off while we're doing this, like we did earlier in the run. Okie dokie, and cool. We got one more wall left. I don't think we need to go any further than that. I think that's fine. And yep. We don't need to do that one. I think that's fine, actually. We don't need to do any more. I might leave this wall just floating around somewhere like here or something. And we'll put this in here. We've got a ton of plastic here. We're going to be using this plastic. There we go. There we go. We are going to be going outside, so I might as well grab these things here. We don't need that many pipes, so we'll put those down there. Okay, our power's up to 53% and rising nicely, so that solar generator's doing a great job. It should automatically switch off when we're at 60%. We're up to 18 megapascals in our hydrogen tank. We are going to have an oxygen tank issue at some point in the future as well. We need to get a large one of those down too. I don't think we're going to have a problem with our CO2 tank. The only question is, yeah, will the CO2 transfer happen? Will these temperatures fix themselves? We're just eagerly waiting. We just have to wait. And we have got to hope we don't run out of water while we're waiting. We might have to put water on earlier just to get a little bit of water in us. But yeah, these temperatures are ticking down so slowly. This is stuck at 45 degrees for some reason. Why are you stuck at 45.1? Tick down, please. Tick down to 45.0 for me. I need it to cool down faster. So yeah, cooling system is a problem. Okay, now degassing furnace. We got to figure out where we're going to put it. Okay, look at all this charcoal. Yeah, this is such a problem. Let's just combine these stacks because this thing will overflow very soon. And okay, oh, more's coming out as I'm doing this. Okay, and okay, we've combined the stacks. If I had a stacker, there wouldn't be a problem. Okay, that's fine. And whoa, that one's damaged. Okay, storm bug has damaged that thing. Okay. I wonder if any others are damaged as well. Do we have another 100 there? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll get all this stuff degassed pretty soon. There's 100 there, 100 there, and 100 there. There we go. Cool. We just got to figure out where to put it. And the thing is, we're going to want it's going to come out through the chutes and into a furnace, and then out of the furnace and into maybe a silo. Maybe we make a silo. I think they hold 100, which would be, 100 stacks would be fine. We haven't finished with this yet. We'll do this right now. The input is going to be the tank small nitrogen, and we want the total moles, if we can find it. Where is it? There it is, total moles. There we go. That's how many moles we got. Now we want the logic reader N2 amount. So we got to find that. Where are you, buddy? Okay, N2 amount. Output is going to be the LED N2. There it is. And the variable is going to be setting. Okay, we can get that working. Maybe right in the middle of the floor here. We can move these cables around. In fact, this is a very bad use of cable here. Maybe I'll run it this way and then out here like this, and that creates a bit of space. This cable here doesn't have to go like this. We could run it along here and along there. And this liquid pipe is a monstrosity. It's an abomination. I think we can run it all the way along here instead and get it out of the way. This hydrogen line, I do not want that hydrogen line to be like that either. I actually want it off the floor. I don't want it peeking through the cracks in the greenhouse. So maybe we lift it up and get it off the floor. We can't really go in the ceiling, but yeah, we'll get it up and around and we'll go across. So we can move this, and this. This oxygen line doesn't have to be all the way out to here. I put it out to there to create space, but we could chop it across one space if we want to as well. If we do, then this cable is going to be a problem. But yeah, we could open up a lot of space right here and stick a furnace right here. The only issue I can see is how do we get the 420 air conditioning line wherever it is? It's like over there somewhere. We have to get that into here to feed the furnace. These chutes have to come out through here to feed the furnace as well. Chutes have to go out of the furnace and feed, yeah, those chutes there, or actually feed a silo which feeds those chutes there. So there's a bit of painful stuff we've got to do along the way. I really hate this bunny hopping cable here as well. I'd love to get rid of that, or at least move it somewhere out of the way. I don't know, but this looks good. The other issue I can see is this greenhouse is supposed to have lighting, and this is the airlock. I think there's supposed to be a light right there, and that's a problem. Yeah, so this light right here might be in the way, but if we move all of this other stuff, we will have plenty of space in this little area here. We probably can make this work and just have a degassing furnace for our charcoal right in the middle of the floor. Anyway, the one thing I haven't done here is I haven't turned this on, and there we go. And now we've got more monitors, more information. I'm going to stick another monitor here. I know what that's going to show. I'm pretty sure, unless I change my mind. I'll keep it to myself for now. We've got more silicon popping out here, so let's just keep throwing these things in. I could have just used the furnace to do all this, but that's a bit of time, a bit of messing around. This doesn't really eat up too much time doing it this way. Probably going to make some steel at some point. Oh,
hydration critical.
The storm! Look what the storm's done. It's damaged all these iron stacks. That's so annoying. I could just run them back through the degassing furnace to fix them, actually. I'm pretty sure I can. Will this stack come out clean? That's the question. Come on. Show me. Show me. What's taking so long? Yeah, and it comes out nice and clean. So yeah, we can fix these things by running them back through the furnace again if we want to. Just yeah. Okay, we'll get this copper here done, and we'll get. Oh, I'm trying to get to that copper, and more stuff is dropping in its place. There we go. Okay, and that's it. It's full. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll chuck this this gold in. We'll just pull them to the top, and we'll get all that gold through there as well. This nickel can probably go in here somewhere. Do I have anything else in there that's important? Yeah, and all this coal also wants to go through our system as well. We're up to 57% power now, and the power's still going up in there. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's still switched on. It's still generating power for us. The test will be when it gets to 60%, will it switch itself off? That's what I want to know. But yeah, it's nighttime and we're still gaining power. This is great. It feels good to get my power up. Power was getting a bit on the dodgy side. I think what we'll do is we'll make a super stack of these. And we're going to be making more large tanks with this. There's actually lots of things that I want to do with tanks. But just want to clear up this mess. And oh yeah, this one's done. There we go. 500 stack of silicon. Okay, we're just missing the 500 stack of gold now. How much silicon did I put in there? 100. Okay, we'll keep 100. Actually, we'll do 150. There we go. And that can make 5 more tanks for me. Oh, that didn't make 150. That made 111. Oh, okay, well, we'll do it that way. 161. That can make me 5 tanks. I've got nothing in there. I could make more steel walls. I could make more flat walls. It's time to go outside. Now, when I do rip through all of this, which I want to do this episode, but I need to test it. That's fine. That's part of the box. But there's supposed to be an elevator line going straight through there. So hang on. Let's just figure out where our elevator is. So elevator's there. And we've got these cablings have to go through this frame. I need to be able to rip this frame up. Well, yeah. So it's this frame here I need to rip up. And this is getting ripped up as well, which is fine because that's part of it. But I need to rip up this frame here. Now I've got a frame on that side, and I've got a frame on the other side. I just got nothing underneath. So I need to stick a wall underneath this frame so I can rip this frame up from this side. Okay, so that's another task that I need to do when I'm outside, which I'll be outside in a second. I'm just trying to get this all clear in my head, all the things that I need to do. We'll take all those with us. We're going to take this with us and this. And we're not going to be doing any shoot stuff. We're not going to be doing any logic. Tanks. What about our silo? If we decide to use a silo, we could also use a vending machine for it. But yeah, if we make an SDB silo, we need gold, copper, steel for that. Well, there's copper and there's gold. We can throw them in. And we need steel. Well, there's some steel. And okay, we'll make ourselves an SDB silo. Oh, it takes time. Silicon's still popping out of here. We might make a bunch more plastic with that, so we'll chuck that in there right now. Let's start working on this gold. Because the other thing I want to do is figure out where the silo goes. And it would be nice, yeah, we probably should take some chutes with us so we can experiment with that. Now, I mean, there is more stuff I want to do with tanks and things, but honestly, we'll just leave that pile there for now. We've got a flat wall here. Is there anything else I need to flat wall? Not that I can see. I might be flat walling some of this stuff, actually. I'll take that with me. You never know, I might use it. Okay, I'm dying of thirst already. I just drunk. Crying out loud. I'm just waiting on this silo now. And when the silo arrives, we'll be able to... Okay, this is 43.5. We'll be able to go outside and figure out the placement of our other stuff. So 43.5. We just need all these things to settle down and get to where we want them to get to. When this thing gets to below 40 degrees, that's when CO2 is going to start transferring. Should I have set it for 40 degrees? I don't know if I should have. What is our CO2 temperature? It's 31.5. We could change the logic so that, yeah, we get colder CO2 going in the tank. We're not in a rush to get CO2. We've got 25,000 moles. So which one of these memories governs CO2? I think there's 313. Yeah, that's 40 degrees. So let's just drop that to like 35 degrees. So we make that 308. There we go. And there we go. So that now the volume pump upstairs won't transfer CO2 until it's 35 degrees. Because we've got a 32 degree greenhouse. So yeah, this volume pump here will not transfer until it's 35 degrees. This should turn on when the horizontal angle... Oh, but this won't do anything. So turning that on does nothing because the pressure in this tank is lower than the pressure in this tank. So turning that valve on won't do a thing. Nothing will transfer because it's a one-way valve. All our pollutants are liquefying now that this has reached the 150 mark. It kind of reaches a hiccup here because the liquefying of pollutants actually heats the tank up. So as the air conditioner cools it down, the pollutants liquefy, heating it up, which fights the cooling. So it'll sit at 150 until all the pollutants have been liquefied and sucked out of the system. And then it should continue on its merry way down, hopefully, to 70, which is where we're trying to get it to. Okay, our silo is done. This thing's pretty big. You can see the output is there on the left, and it's got a couple of data ports, which could be and a power port as well. We need to power it and data it. So we're going to keep that in mind. Where is the output for this thing? Well, we can actually chuck it right in the middle of the floor here. And what do we need to build this thing? 15 steel sheets. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we need some steel sheets. Good thing I built it. Sheets. Okay, make me a bunch of these, please. We're going to have to go back in our greenhouse and eat and drink before we go outside again. There's another 50 silicon. Okay, we've got a lot of silicon. We'll just do this, and we'll keep working on this gold. Steel sheets. Give me my 15 steel sheets. I'm going to go back in the greenhouse, I think, and I'm going to top up my food and water before we go outside and we get a bunch of stuff done. We have to wall the I got to remember to wall the underside of this thing. And yeah, hydrogen tank, wall the underside of that thing. I got to connect up the hydrogen tank with cables as well. So that's another task that needs to be done. Cable coil. There we go. We'll get that. And then once we get our steel sheets, maybe we'll work on a furnace. And we'll have the furnace running. We've got copper in there. We don't have any iron in there. We've got iron here. It was 15 steel sheets, wasn't it? Okay, well, we'll get a few more than 15 just to be perfectly safe. Should we just build it inside here just so we can see where the output is and we can plan things out? I think we should. Okay, and we've got more steel sheets in there. We're going to have to take these with us. And yeah, what we want to do is make a furnace because we're going to be making a degassing furnace. We just need 30 iron, and we've got iron. We've got a ton of iron in here. We're just getting ourselves some more cables at the moment. There we go. Let's pull everything out. There's our new cables. There's the iron. And what did I set this to? We'll just chuck the whole lot in. We're going to have to make a ton of chutes anyway. In fact, after I make the furnace, I might burn the rest of that iron on chutes. We're going to need a lot of chutes. Maybe I should run some iron through this furnace. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Boom. How much? Oh, we haven't actually. We've got gold in there, don't we? No, we'll chuck it back in there. It's fine. Okay, this is working on a furnace. We don't want to build more than one of them, so we'll just hit that button. Although we do actually need 2 furnaces. Okay, now before I go and eat and drink, let's actually see. Yeah, we can't put it down there. Let's see if we can see where the output on this silo is. Oh wow, and my battery needs work as well. What do we need now? Plastic sheets. Okay, and a welding torch. 10 plastic sheets. Oh my gosh. So expensive to build one of these. Now what do we need? Cables and a screwdriver. Wow, going to a lot of effort for a temporary thing. And that's going to be our silo. Obviously that's not a permanent silo. Okay, this opens the silo. So that's the output. Where's the input? Where is the input? It's up there. Okay, that's where we import to the silo. So we're basically going to have chutes sending stuff into the top, and then chutes sending stuff out the bottom. It holds, oh, I thought it only held 100. It holds 600. Oh, wow, that's so good. And I think we're we're going to leave the silo open permanently. I don't know, actually. We can set it on logic so that it only opens the silo when we need it. That's pretty good. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. And we've got power on one side, data on the other. Okay, now let's rip this thing up. But okay, and what else do we need? A crowbar. Wrong one. Wow. Didn't realize how big of an investment this silo would be. I don't usually use these. I usually prefer to hold things in vending machines. But okay, I know I'm pretty happy I made it. It's gonna hold charcoal for a very long time. And there we go. We got our silo. We got everything we need. We've even finished this furnace. Now, yeah, let's just go and make a ridiculous number of chutes. We're gonna need them. Or actually, how much copper we got in there? I'm gonna want centrifuges as well. A ton of them. And they're 20 iron apiece. Ah, okay. Let's not do either. Well, I mean, I do need the chutes, but oh, there we go. So I'm thinking the furnace is going to be, yeah, in here somewhere. We'll probably put it on its side like this, and we'll probably have it in midair as well. Get it off the floor so we can stick lighting underneath the floor. Something like that. We don't want it on the floor anyway because it might end up heating up our greenhouse, which we don't want it to do. It's going to have 400-degree gas in it at all times. So it's going to be something like this. And that's basically how it's going to be. And yeah, and the rest of these cables and things, we'll get them out of the way, and then we'll figure out the piping system and everything for this thing as well. So it's probably going to be like this. We need some iron sheets for this. Yoink. And what do we need to make this thing? A wrench and a welder. And yeah, it's going to be like this. It's going to be floating, but don't worry. This whole section, of course, is going to be closed. There's going to be a door here. We're not going to be able to see. We're not going to be able to see this section. It's supposed to be a service area. The whole point of that whole section above the greenhouse there is it's supposed to have ugly cabling, ugly piping, ugly chutes, logic. It's supposed to have all the yucky stuff that we don't want to look at. It's supposed to all just be jumbled in here. But yeah, we do have a bit of a job to do clearing away all this stuff here, which is necessary. Let's turn this off. Let's get another stack of gold in here. Oh, another 2 stacks of gold. Okay, cool. We'll actually chuck some copper in here. We do need to make a lot of centrifuges. Okay, and there's some more silicon. I don't even know where I'm storing my silicon now. I've got 50 in there, 161 in there. The rest, I don't know. We'll just leave it here for now. Okay, yeah, so lots of work to do on that new furnace system. Oh yeah, we're at 62% power, so it is, and our power is going up still. So the question is, did this thing turn itself off? Yep, it did. Okay, so it works. So at the moment, yeah, the battery's not less than 60%, and the thing is, yeah. Okay, so good to see that our automatic system worked. I wanted to know that. When nighttime comes, this is going to go down. It's daytime at the moment. During the day, we produce quite a lot of power, but during the night, we drain it like crazy. We have been slowly losing power over the last last 10 episodes or so, however long it's been. Okay, so with this thing here, we do need to get all this other stuff out of the way. So what I want to do is I want to run a cable, and yeah, we'll just connect it up like this. And there, and there, and there. Okay, and what we can do is reroute the cable. And there we go. That's cleared some space up for us. That's a start. We'll just get through this stuff bit by bit.
Health critical.
Okay, next thing we want to do is probably change this pipe, which is in the way. And so this is an oxygen line here. What we'll do is we will we want to run this like this. And we'll actually gain a pipe from doing this. This is just pushing it back into our oxygen tank, which is fine. And there we go. So we created a tiny bit more room by doing that. That's fine. They can just be red for now. Now this cable here is bad. Very bad. That is just a corner, isn't it? So we'll run that like this, I guess. And straight junction. So we just want to connect it somewhere into there. These are all corners and straights. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what's going on here. We can't go all the way up to there, unfortunately. This thing is in the way, unless we move it. No, we don't need more space. It's fine. That's just straight. We're going to run that like that. And that's a corner. We're going to run that like that. And we can get rid of all these now. Look at all that extra lovely space we've created. We could even bring this furnace forward one if we wanted to. Now, more space. These liquid pipes. We're just going to run them. We'll just
hunger caution.
We'll run them all the way from here down to there. We'll connect it up first so we don't disrupt our system too much. Yoink. And yeah, that'll be fine. And we want it to go basically here. We'll just splice it in. Doesn't matter if I lose a few pollutants. Okay, and we want to connect that one up like that. And now this whole bunch of pipes here are no longer needed. And that gives us a lot more space so that we can attach things here and here. We're going to need this space for sure. Oh, we've gained too many pipes from this. What's that? That's a four-way junction. Ah. So now it's a three-way. Okay, I hope I haven't... No, I wouldn't have caused any problems down there. No, because it used to go up and over. Okay, there's a bit more space that we've gained. Now we need to do something about this pipeline here, and I would very much like to paint this red. That's just a corner there, isn't it? So we should do that, but not yet. We need to eat and drink first. We can do something with this oxygen line very quickly. We can wriggle this down there and across there and create a tiny bit more space for ourselves. So yeah, there's still more work to be done here, but I'm at 3% health, so let's not die first. And oh god, look at all this crap I'm carrying with me. Ugh, didn't think that through, did I? Okay, and we've just lost another can of food. And let's drink some water. Let's get up to like 75%. 75 was kind of perfect last time. Eat more food. God, I just made a bunch of canned food. I'm going through it so quickly. And we're going to need to fill up some more water bottles as well by the looks of it, which is annoying. What's going on over here? Nothing seeding? Oh, they have. Let's just chuck those there. And potato, tomatoes. Oh, we've got a lot of them. I might just dump a bunch of them, to be honest. They're 7%. Yep. I'm not making tomato soup at the moment, so what am I doing? There. Sorry, I momentarily forgot which button it was. We could do more harvesting here, but yeah, there's a lot to do. Not going to bother. They're not seeding yet. We don't bother with that. I just want to get outside and get all those little bits and pieces done. Okay, I think we're fine. We're 70% water, 8% health. That should be fine. Let's get this stuff back on. I should have done my oxygen tank while I was in here. Oh well, too late. Too late. I could have checked on my Larry actually as well. Just make sure that thing's not bugging out. Okay, now we're ready to go outside, I think. Not quite. We've got to put these water pipes away. We're accumulating pipes. Don't worry, we're going to be using them again. I've got big uses for water pipes. It's not like I've wasted them or anything. We're accumulating the copper now, which is good. And I think, yeah, I think that's all we want to do for the time being. We want to just get outside. We want to underwall behind there, underneath. We want to experiment with this silo, figure out exactly where it's going to go. We want to chuck down our new hydrogen tank and name it and connect it to power. And I got to figure out where it's going to go. So anyway, let's. Well, the other thing we could do is we could be looking for a new trader, or I could just turn my entire communication system off. Gas for less. We don't need him. It's fine. I'm going to turn, just to save power, I'm going to turn the communication system off. I should have done that a long time ago. Anyway, let's get out and let's see what we can do. Okay, so back here we should have a pipe sticking out somewhere. There it is. And we want to chuck down a big tank. And I don't know if we want to have it just sticking out there, or if we want to have it down here somewhere. Keeping in mind that that I have to use more pipes and more cables to get this into the right place. Why is the... Oh, it's backwards, that's why. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, we could just stick it out the back here. That isn't a problem if we just do that. Like this. And tank big, insulated, hydrogen. There we go. So we're going to solve the problem of not enough storage capacity for our hydrogen, and we want to just connect straight into this line here. And by the looks of it, we can just go dead straight and connect the data up on that. Now, to get the tank to show the right amount, we're going to have to do a math, because we're going to have two tanks, unless I rip this tank up. I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'll just have the two tanks, because we'll be accumulating a lot of hydrogen until I get to the point where I want to mass create gas mix. I think we'll just store it up in big tank and small tank. Okay, other job I wanted to do. Where's my elevator shaft? There. So right underneath here, we need a wall. And there we go. And we want to... Okay, so now we can rip up that frame once we open everything up. And we can get the rest of those cablings in place. In fact, we can do some of it now. I think it goes like that. And yeah, like that. And I'm not sure exactly how far down we're going to go with this elevator. But that's a start. That's a pretty good start. There we go. We can get the rest in place later on. Cool. Okay, now the silo problem. Now, so we've got the, that furnace, which you can sort of see the bottom of there. And after it's degassed, it's going to go and head towards the silo. Be nice if we could put our silo out here somewhere. Because we know we've got the solar generators just on the other side there. Right here would be nice. We don't want it floating. So what's in the way here? What's stopping us from putting it right there? Um, we've got a cable corner in the way. That chute system is in the way. So yeah, we could put it there, or we could just extend it out further. It can actually fit here, but it's a bit too far away. You know, our furnace, if we can get up on a pipe to have a look. Oh, let me up, let me up, let me up. There we go. So our furnace is, oh, we can't actually see, but it should just be through there somewhere. And we want it to come out of the furnace and into a silo. We could also be thinking of putting this silo on the roof here somewhere, which might not be the worst idea I've ever had, actually. The only problem is we got to get it. Yeah, you can sort of see there by looking up. You can see where the input is, but this is not bad. If we put it there, where's the input on this side? Okay, there, like that. The output will be on the right. The input will be on the left. So we can, if we just chuck the silo right here, I mean, we still need to run chutes a long way up, a long, long way up. And we don't want to interfere with our battery room. So I think, I don't know, we'll put it right in the middle here, I guess. And we'll do it like this. And that should be fine. And we are going to have a roof access and an airlock right here on this square. Well, the airlock will be right here on this square here. We come out and there's our silo. That's perfect, perfect. I like it, I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and build this thing. Maybe I wanted to color it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, my battery. My battery. It's in the red. Oops, sorry. Cable. And blah. There we go.
Waste tank caution.
Oh, it doesn't happen very often anymore. Okay, so the output is going to be here. Yeah, we can have the connection straight into there. That's fine. The power can go into there. The chutes can come out here and then into the back of wherever I decide to put them into. The only issue is the import, which is up there. So we're going to have a chute coming out of the side here and along and then all the way up to the top in there. It's going to be some pretty ugly looking stuff. But maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. We might be able to make this work. We'll just leave that like that for the time being. I mean, we can get some of this cabling hooked up. Oh, what does that connect to? What am I? Oh, it's connecting up to a bit of logic there. Okay, well, we don't want that to happen. There we go. We want it like this. And like that. And yeah, like that. Now, can we run this thing along here? Yep. And like that. The problem is that logic's getting moved. So that might be a problem. I don't know if it's all getting moved. But this thing should work now. There we go. We can store stuff in our silo. We're almost out of cables. But yeah, the issue we have is this thing here. Just the fact that it has to travel all the way up there is a pain in the neck. And it's going to go around like this. And I think we will just have it use up the least amount of space that we can. And we'll have it go down like this. So after our charcoal gets degassed, it will make its way into this chute somehow, someday. It might even go along the roof. We might even have to have it go like there and then in there. I just wish I could. Oh, I can see the furnace. So it looks like it's it's going to come to about here, along here, and then through the roof there. We might have problems with the logic. We might have to go around one more or move all the logic, one of the two. Okay, that's good. That's a start. That's a pretty good start, I think. Now, while I'm out here, I might as well check the integrity of my solar panels. A bit concerned, and I actually had a theory about why it shows a lower. Okay, this is fine. Yeah. So at the moment, I've got a bit of glass here, right? If I remove this glass, right? Look, 79% efficiency. So with the glass there, it gets 100% efficiency. But if it's just a window with no glass in it, then it drops it by 20%. That was when I was rewatching past episodes and looking at what was going on. I was thinking about it, thinking, oh, that's what's going on. Yeah, this is fine. So these are slightly damaged. Well, this one's slightly damaged. So is that one. Damage at 1% apparently. That's just bug. That's just a storm bug damage. I could go through and repair all these. I could rip them all up and put them back down again, but I don't think we should panic over 1% damage. I don't think it's too big a problem. But yeah, these are actually, this is a 2%,
Hydration critical.
2% damage, which is a problem. So some of them are getting damaged, some of them aren't. I might bring some duct tape out and just duct tape all these because it's such a small amount of damage. It's not really an issue. One roll of duct tape should be fine. But I do want to yeah. So the efficiency's dropped. So they're very, very slightly damaged. So if I just come through with a piece of duct tape, I can fix all these, and it'll hardly use any of the duct tape up because the damage is such a small amount. That one's not damaged at all, but that one is. This one's 99% efficiency, even though I've removed the window. Okay, that's confusing me. What if I remove this one? It's still 99%. I think it's using the roof. That's why. No? Come on. Is it using this roof? So much for my theory. Okay, that's just going straight through frames. Okay, now it's 79%. But is that because I was standing in the way of it? Or maybe it just takes a while to update? I don't know. I think my theory is right, but I think there's a bit of wonkiness there, a bit of delay. Okay, anyway, I was just checking to see if all my solar panels were, as long as they're not, 40% damage or something, 40% health. No, they're all good. They're ever so slightly damaged from the storm bug, but that's it. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. And, yeah, and those are our passive vent system. Our passive vents, with the passive vents and the pipe, seems to do a fantastic job of keeping the temperature inside the same as the atmospheric temperature.
Waste tank caution.
I think we're good. Okay, I think this is all we want to do for now out here. Let's get inside. We've got a degassing furnace to set up. We've got a bunch of chutes we need to make to get this silo doing what we want it to do. I think we just do it. We've got 141 iron in there. What's that? 50 take 3, 47 chutes. Yeah, do it. Do it. Go ahead, make them. And okay, one thing we haven't done is we haven't connected up our hydrogen tank yet. Let's turn this air conditioner off. It would have turned itself off anyway. This is a 3-way junction. We want to make it 4-way, don't we? So we get rid of that. And is there a 4-way option? That's 5-way. We want a 4-way. There we go, 4-way. There we go, perfect. Right? Yep. And there we go. And then we turn this one back on again. And then we're set. And what that'll do is all the gas in here will flood into the other tank. So the pressure is going to drop dramatically. We haven't painted this one red, unfortunately, but I actually plan to get rid of this tank at some point. But yeah, we need to do a bit of a math calculation now. So we're going to need a logic math and a logic reader. So we got the processor. And we just need a reader so we can read the stuff. Um, Not a processor. We want a logic I/O. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Cool. Sorry, distracted. I just got an important text, so I'm gonna have to end this episode. I'm at the end anyway, so we have to end it now anyway. I just want to get my. Oh, let's just use the elevator. I mean, I'm going to be putting railings on here. I'm not going to be able to jump up here anymore anyway very soon. Um, oh, I need to have room for my chutes to fit through. I don't want to just slap logic randomly everywhere like I have been. Um, let's run underneath here and leave a gap for a chute. So what we want is a reader and a processor, a math unit. Uh, huh. Okay, well, we'll do it like this. We can change it later. It's not a problem. And oh, we need cables. Just want to get my hydrogen set up. Come on. Cable coil. There we go. And oh, look at all this lovely, lovely copper. We're going to need all this. And now we're using a ton of iron on chutes. We're going to need a ton more chutes on top of that. I think we arc furnace this stuff as well. And that was a damaged iron I saw. Let's get another. What is it? We could be turning this into steel, but we actually need the iron. There we go. Now another thing with our solar generator, we're going to have a second one up there. We also want to have a way to feed coal into our solar generators as well. So it's not just the charcoal that's going in there, it's also the coal. And this thing here, rather than being a chute sending stuff into the solar generator, is, oh, look at this, sitting at 60% and dropping. Beautiful. This is going to be a export bin so that I can take charcoal out in lots if I need to use with my furnace to make steel. So that's it. That's what this is going to turn into, I've decided. We're still making all these chutes. That's great. Right now I'm just waiting on the cables so that we can fix our hydrogen display up here. So yeah, this is our H2 display. It's dropped, but that's because it's being stored in the other tank. So that value is wrong. It's not reflecting our hydrogen amount. So what I want to do is, yeah, we have to go around this way, unfortunately. But that's going to go underneath, and I want this cable to just go along like this and connect up to the bottom like that. And that should give us space for a chute to go right through here, right there. That's what I'm thinking. How are we going to feed chutes through here? It's a pain. I could run it along the ground, I guess. I don't know. We'll we'll figure that out when we get to it. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's not mess around with that right now. But I do see a problem there that needs fixing. Okay, and this is going to be math unit H2 amount. Okay, and our H2 amount one, which is this one here, H2 small, same, what? No, small tank amount, and we'll have H2 large tank amount. Okay, cool. It should be fairly simple. Now we just find the tank large, no, tank big H2. There we go, and the variable is going to be total moles. And by the way, this does not reflect the actual amount of moles of hydrogen that we have. It's only going to reflect, it's not going to include what's in the pipe. This pipe's getting moved, by the way. We're going to do that hopefully next episode, and I'll rip up these colored pipes and make them red. I might even start underneath the floor there and go all the way to the gas mixer and just go red, 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 and yeah, I don't know. I want it to be out of the way.
Outflow.
Maybe we'll run it around the side of the wall instead, uh, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll think of something. Not important right now. What's important is that I'm dying. I've got plants that are beckoning me. Okay, so what to harvest, I need to end the episode. I got a text I need to answer. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add the total moles of the large tank and the small tank. So what we need is the logic reader, if we can find it. It's going to take a while. Logic reader, where is it? H2 large tank amount plus the logic reader small tank amount. H2 small tank amount. And that's just going to add the two amounts together. So it's going to add 49,633 to 5,956. Just adds them together so we know the total number of moles. And now we need to feed this thing, the logic math, into the writer. So this thing here is no longer going to just read directly from the tank. It's going to read from the logic math, if we can find it, H2 amount. Boom, and there we go. And that should be now writing that to this, and there we go. We've got the updated correct amount of hydrogen that we've got. The oxygen is starting to get up there, but the hydrogen is going to be the main problem. But look, we've dropped it down to 2.5 megapascals, so we're good. It's got plenty of capacity there. We can, that can go all the way up to 50 before things start exploding. So we're actually, I think it's more than 50, it's like 60 or something. But yeah, at 50, past 50, it starts to get dangerous. So we can times that amount by 20 and we're fine. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you're still enjoying the series. And as you can see, we've got tons of work to do. We still haven't, we've given this a heck of a lot of time, this evacuation. I think it's time next episode to get down in there and get our hands dirty and start looking at our next big project. But we'll only do a little bit of that. Mostly we'll be getting this system up and running and our silo system and our power. We'll get it all sorted out. There's one last thing I wanted to check out before I left, and that was, is the thing off? It looks like it's off, but we need to make absolutely sure. Yep, it works. The system works. So it gets to 50%, it drops below 50%, it turns on. Then it goes above 60%, it turns off, and then it doesn't turn back on again until 50%. It's unfortunate that we have to rip all this up to stick another solid generator down, though it's very annoying, and we've got cabling going up into the silo there, so we've got a lot of work to do figuring this out. But that's for another time. Okay, so thanks for watching, and come back and see what happens next. And of course, bye for now.